It's just like anything can make a splash pattern if it's applied with enough pressure. This might not look like a water balloon, but if I fill this up and then throw it with all my might, it definitely would be the exact same as a water balloon. Now, would you be able to tell that if you didn't have a slow motion camera? No, because that's how fast I could be able to smash it. You know, when buying stuff just to keep cool, it gets all redefined if you're actually paying attention to the ingredients. I don't like when they just put menthol because I feel like it has accordance with cigarette. And so this one has more specifics. They said menthol paraben. Well, okay, they're going a step extra to explain what exactly that would entail, not just the menthol, so I went with them. If I would have had alcohol and put it inside of my mouth is already on fire. Why would I try and add an accelerant? So anything that said alcohol, I'm trying to X out, and did. Found out with this, if I was to find something with water, I would want a certain pH level. It's just I don't know which one, but I'm trying to lower the acidity in my mouth as well, because I think that's what started the fire. And that's one thing robots can't do, is just as they don't know what a joke is, they don't understand nostalgia. If you can articulate something more and more so that it has sentiment value to it, you're able to do what an AI couldn't do when you're matching specifics. And in matching specifics, you can recognize things that it wouldn't. And this is great in white collar jobs when it comes to assorting alignments through computation. I lost my other glasses, the orange ones, and so these ones I feel like I can just throw around and they're soon to go next. The orange glasses are now nostalgic because I've apparently lost 2 sets of orange glasses. The one I got, I was trying to imitate the first pair that I got and lost. And so now you buy something expensive so that it's good. And then just before you lose it, you would like to damage it. And so then you had your fun with it after it's gone. Or before it's gone. And so this is why good guys finish last, is because they don't understand when something's about to leave. No one does, or else it wouldn't leave in the first place. But what if you had hints, such as, I bought 2 pairs, and so I lost one, and I know that those ones are shortly on their way out. So I was able to altercate them. The little earpieces that go behind, whenever I take them off, it would always get my hair stuck in. It would be stuck in, excuse my French, it would be stuck in the crevice between the rubber and the actual glasses ear fold piece. And so I just took it off, threw it out, and that's now able to glide on and off my head and not catch my hair and pull it out. But I can't emphasize how great the story of Goldilocks and the 3 bears and then the 3 little pigs are just timeless, because the implications were with her in taste, and then with the 3 little pigs, the photons. The big bad wolf was able to see how hard he had to blow. The sticks, he would accumulate a certain wind that would be projected at a certain region of the sticked house. Looked at the make of the houses and just aimed his huffing and puffing at the weak points, but based off the alignments where she was reading off of photon engagement of the surface area. If I was a big bad wolf, I would blow right here. I would huff and puff right there. The angle of repose is just as good as a force accelerated in a prominent direction, because it's able to do just that. If it is ever thrown off kilter, it can, at a doubling effect in whiplash in the opposite direction, even with more magnitude than an initial value going really fast in that direction. With something like this. But I can't emphasize how great the story of Goldilocks and the Three Bears and then the Three Little Pigs are just timeless, because the implications were with her in taste, and then with the Three Little Pigs, what would be the photons. The big bad wolf was able to see how hard he had to blow, because there was the sticks. He would accumulate a certain wind that would be projected at a certain region of the sticked house, the hay house, and then the brick house. I believe that this big bad wolf would have looked at the make of the houses and just aimed his huffing and puffing at the of the surface area. If I was a big bad wolf, I would blow right here. I would huff and puff right there. I feel bad for the police, where every time I hear a siren, I can just... well, one thing I heard is that they get off on sirens when they are following someone, or they know that it's like waking up a baby. Like, some people really like doing that. My little sister would ostensibly grab my dog's ears and pull it, because she said, well, she likes hearing the noise of him squeal, and she likes the way that they feel. But when a cop flips on those lights, his adrenaline starts pumping, because he knows he's got a right of way to accelerate, and everyone has to clear the way so he can negate. But this is why I sort of do feel bad for the police, because once they get there, you know, the adrenaline rush has to go even more, because they're always in cahoots, because they always think, well, these guys, they're breaking the law, they just don't get it. I'm so interested in making like glasses that would actually make the vision worse, but enhancing the peripheral vision, because it would be equal to having like a taste test with only just a certain amount of your taste buds, like in the specific region of your tongue, allowed to be used. You know, you can like actually turn off some of them if you eat this like certain like pill or something, and it makes like your taste buds not be able to taste sour. The glasses would be doing the same thing. It's just it would be turning off the what you would think is main focal, but it would just be enhancing the peripheral vision, and then add in the filters of halation. Once again, the habitable zone is so great, because it's neither in the center, where it would be achieving all of the heat, and it's not on the outside of the outskirts like a Kuiper belt would. It would be obtaining too much freeze and get frozen over. One thing that's for sure is that an egg is having yolk inside of it, and it is somewhat like lard. If it was thinned out, it could be a substitute, because it would have an equal consistency. Gutter ball. The difference between a gutter ball and then a pinball straight down the middle is nothing short of a peripheral vision not being able to see because it's too far out. When if something too far out of your peripheral vision suddenly emerges. But what if something you could not see with your peripheral vision, every time you looked it kept going beyond the exact point where it was then escaped from your peripheral vision, but every time that you tried looking at it again, it would go just beyond the peripheral vision again. You could never exactly prove that it would have been there in the first place. That is the exact thing what a gutter ball would ensue on either end. But with straight down the middle in a pinball machine, it would ostensibly be the best hiding spot is in plain view, whereas the blind spot, you don't even notice it. because it's in the most central focal region. And the reason why is that it's utilized so perfectly because it's hidden so well that it's able to do an inversion, building a collective equal to the retina that is absorbing in. The more that it's not symmetric, the more. That's the blind spot. A blind spot is actually the center focal, and that's inversely proportional, and that's how your retina can be accurate.